Now, as you can see right now on the screen, this is $25 that I've just received as a payment for writing a 5-minute review. After getting this email, I immediately received another invitation to write another review with a list of softwares that I can choose from to write a 5-minute review, and I will be paid another $15. So if I was to combine these $25 and these $15, I'll easily make $40 just to write simple 5-minute review. So in this video, I'm going to share with you this particular site that is willing to pay you up to $25 just to write simple 5-minute reviews. Now, in order for you to write these 5-minute reviews, you need to have a professional social profile. Now, for those of you who don't know what a professional social profile is, it's an account from LinkedIn. Now, LinkedIn is a social media platform for business. So now, if you have this account, all you have to do is very easy and free to create an account on LinkedIn. So just come to linkedin.com. If you don't have an account already, just create one. If you have an account already, just simply log in to your account. So the website I'm talking about is none other than g2.com. Now, the good thing about g2.com is that regardless of your location, it works worldwide. So there's no excuses not to try this out. So all you have to do when you come to g2.com, you want to click on the join or sign in. Now here you can see that they have different options of signing up. You can use your Google account, your Facebook account, or your business email. If you want to get invitations to a lot of reviews, you have to use your LinkedIn profile. So I'm just going to go ahead and log in with LinkedIn. So once you've logged into the account, you want to click on your profile icon here, and you want to click on software I use. Now on the next page, you want to start looking for softwares that you use, and you want to add them to a list that will show up on the right side here. So for example, if I type in WordPress and click on this WordPress.org option and I scroll down, you discover that it will be added to this list. So what you want to do is add as many softwares you use as possible, and if you use a lot of softwares that are paid, the better for you. Even if you are on the free plan, it's very okay. Now what I advise is that add as many softwares as you can. Even softwares that you've just used, even just the trial version or anything like that, just continue adding them. Also note that you can still come back later on and add other latest softwares that you'd want to write reviews. So you can see here that I've added a lot of softwares, and this is a very huge list that I've added, and some of the softwares I haven't even used them before, but when I come to writing the reviews, I'll probably use those softwares to check them out. g2.com will pay you for the review, not necessarily for using that software for a long period of time. So once you are happy with the list that you've added, you want to click on next. So now on the next page, what you want to do is write one review. Now this review that you're going to write won't be a paid review, so make sure you write a review about a software probably you are very familiar with, so that G2 knows that you are able to actually review software. So let's say for example, I'm going to review Premium DNS by Namecheap. So I'm just going to click on write review, and you will be taken to the review section of G2. Now on the next page, you have to answer a few questions. Now the first question is, how likely are you to recommend the product you are reviewing? Now anything less than 5 means you are least likely to recommend that product, and anything above 5 means that you are neutral or most likely to recommend that product. So let's say for example, if I say 8, meaning that I'm more likely to recommend that product, then here for the title for the review, what I just normally do is just take the name of the product and just put review at the end. So in this case, I would just say Premium DNS review. So the next step is to talk about what you like most and what you dislike about the product. Now it is advisable when you're talking about what you like most, mention the benefits or mention particular features about the product. Be a bit specific so that it shows that you're actually familiar with the product. Don't just say general things. Also, when you're talking about the dislikes, you do the same thing. You have to mention a particular feature and what you don't like about it. So let's say for example, if I was talking about an antivirus, you might mention that installing the software is a bit difficult and the like. Or sometimes you can even talk about the customer support. Sometimes customer support delays in responding, and if you've experienced that with the product, you can talk about the customer support as something that you find as a downside, especially when using that software, and give the reason why. So the next question will be, what is your primary role in using the product? Always my answer is user, and you want to click next, and it will take you to the about the product. Now here is where you answer a few questions about what the product actually does. Now these questions are important for them to know that you've actually used the product. So if you are reviewing a software that you've never used before, just go right ahead and sign up for the product and test it out. So here, for which purpose do you use premium DNS. So when I click the drop down arrow, you can see here it's manage DNS providers. Depending on the product, you might have more than one option here. Now here, what problem is premium DNS solving? Okay, so in this case, you have to talk about what that particular software you are reviewing is solving. So let's say, for example, if let's say we are talking about YouTube, you have to talk about being able to store your videos and have access to them online regardless of where you are. Now next, they'll ask you if you feel like the software or product you are reviewing is headed in the right direction. So it's up to you. Be honest. If you feel like where they are headed is in the wrong direction, just give that feedback, as it helps the company also to make informed decisions. So if I feel that is good, I'll just say yes. Now next is the ease of use. How easy is it to use the software? So if you find it very easy to use the software, you're going to choose 7. If you find it difficult, you're going to choose 1, or depending with how you feel it was difficult or easy for you. Does it meet your requirements? Now if you do find that it does what you want, just simply choose 7. If you find that maybe 1 or 2 things are not up to where you want it, you can choose 6. Then support. Have you tried the customer support? And if you find the customer support very helpful, you just choose most, okay, which is very nice. And that is the case with Namecheap. Now next, they'll ask you about your organization size. Now here is where, if let's say you have a company, now if it is only you, you just choose yourself. So in this case, I'm just going to choose myself only. Then they ask you, are you a current user of premium DNS? Personally, I always say yes, but you can also choose no if maybe you stopped using the product. Now in this case, when you say yes, you will be required to upload a screenshot. Now in my own experience, when you upload a screenshot, your review is most likely to be approved, because it definitely shows you are using the software. That's why I always go with the yes option and I upload a screenshot. Now what you have to do when you're uploading a screenshot, you have to log into the software, grab a screenshot of that software, or just show that that software is installed. Let's say, for example, if it was an extension, you have to show it, like let's say this antivirus extension here. I can just click on this extension here, and when it appears, I take a screenshot right here, and they will be able to know that actually this is actually the software that I'm reviewing. So then I upload the screenshot here. Once I do that, now I'll go to the next question. What is the level of experience? If I've only used the trial version, I'll choose trial version. If I'm still implementing, choose that. Just go with 1 to 3 years. It's alright, does not matter. Even the trial version is alright. Just be honest, no need to panic. Now here, how frequently do you use this software? Depending on the type of software you use, you might be using it every day, you might be using it once a month or a few times a year. So you can say if you're using it every day, I'm just going to choose every day. Now, do you integrate the software with any other software? In this case, no. Now, are you willing to be referenced for the software, product, or service? This is up to you, but personally, I always say yes, because I know that my reviews are genuine and I'll go with that. At which organization did you most recently use this product? Now, if you have, let's say, for example, on your LinkedIn profile, you have linked any companies that you've worked with or where you work, they'll most likely show up here. Now, if you haven't used that software while working on any of those companies, you can just choose other. That's alright. And here you want to enter a URL of where you've used that software. Now, if you have a website, you can type a website here. If you don't have, just leave it blank. It's alright. And here they're asking you about your industry. Now, let's say you're in the education industry, it does not matter. A review is a review, even if you are not in any of these. It's alright. I can even go with accounting. That's okay. But in this case, I'm just going to go with marketing and advertising. Once I'm done with that, then I ask, are you affiliated with this product? Now, when you are affiliated with a product, usually reviews are biased. So always I just go with no, I'm not affiliated with this product, and that's the truth. I'm not affiliated with them. So, okay, then allow my review to show my name and face in G2 community. I always agree. That's alright with me. If you don't want, you can decline. So once you are done with that, all you have to do is click on feature ranking. So once you are done, the final step is to submit the review. Now, when you submit this review, give it a day or two, and you get an invitation to review one of those softwares you listed with a reward attached to it. Now, to help you get started with a paid review faster so that you don't have to wait for this invitation, I'm going to give you an invitation to review a particular software where you can review it instantly and you will be paid in the next few days. So thank you very much for watching. If this video was helpful, give it a thumbs up.